What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to version 1. Now today you join me out here with the Megane once more for another hot topic, brakes. Now I'm still running the standard Brembo pads all round on the car, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the forums and stuff about potentially upgrading the front pads. So today we're going to do just that with the EBC yellow stuff front pads. I'm going to install them, take them for a test drive, well, run them in first, bed them in, take them for a test drive, and I'll let you know the differences, or if nearly, let you know the differences between the two. So let's get into it. So before we get into today's video, as per usual, make sure you leave a like, rate, and if you enjoy this content, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and ring the bell notification to find your way back for any future content. So today we're just going to be doing the front pads on this. So as I'm sure a lot of you guys will already know, installing pads on these are super easy. You don't actually have to take the calipers off, you just have to take the pads out the top of the caliper. So nice easy job. So I'm hoping this is going to be plain sailing. We'll get it out on the road and test it, get embedded in and see what they're like. The discs are fine, I had a little check and the groove is there, but it's still got another set of pads in it at least. So let's get the car jacked up and start installing this. So as you can see in there, there's just these two pins, top and bottom, which I'm pretty sure you just knock through the back here, and then this whole clip thing will come off, and then the pads will slide out the top. And yeah, so let's go. Okay, so I've got an old bolt. It's perfect, because then you've got a flat head to hammer, and you ain't got to worry about smashing the caliper. That's perfect. Come on, you bugger. Come on. Put some pressure on that. Oh, there you go. Put some pressure on that and then that comes loose. We'll give this all a clean up, like I say. There's pin 1 and pin 2. Now, I don't have all of the perfect tools for this, so before you judge me, just got to make do with what I've got. So I just push the piston back like that. And this guy should be free. There it is. Ugh. Back this way. And there, pad number 2. Shit. I was meant to put copper grease on the pads. If you're doing this, don't forget to copper grease the back of your pads, like I just did, and I had to take it all apart again. Easy. Like I say, make sure if you're doing this at home and you've never done this stuff before, don't be scared, because this is an easy job. Super easy job. Just make sure everything goes back the way it did. Make sure these little nubs come through the caliper and you're away. That's this side done. Copper greased up, cleaned up, wheel back on. brakes bedding in. It's a very distinctive smell. Now I went for the yellow stuff pads simply because I wanted something with a bit more bite for the road, but nothing too much that was going to be squeaking under low, slow braking through traffic and stuff like that. So I was advised to give these a try. Originally I was going to go with the red stuff, but because of basically their main selling point is really low brake dust, which I was really interested in, but the performance apparently isn't quite there with those red stuff. So apparently the yellow stuff, I'll put up on the screen now where that basically sits between their most serious track pads to their road pads, and I think it's a pretty happy medium for where I want to be. Now I can already feel as these are bedding in the initial bite, there's definitely more bite there. Like, as soon as I get on it, I can feel myself pulling forward out the seat. Like, that initial response wasn't there with the other pads. It was as soon as you started laying on the pedal loads, but I didn't really want to get to that point where I was having to like slam the pedal down to get under some sort of aggressive braking, if that makes sense. The more and more I'm hitting these up as well, these brakes, they're starting to become really, really responsive. I want to try and get some, the initial bite, miles better, instantly. Like, so I'll do 40 mile an hour now, and power on brakes. Oh Christ. Yeah, they're so much better. Wow. Okay, no bull. These are, I wouldn't even know how to scale these in performance, but when I used to, if I broke that hard, Christ, yeah, these are miles better, no joke. Braking from 50. Mate. Yeah, this is miles better, 100%. I know these might have a little bit more bedding in to do, which is fair enough, but just from I've been driving now for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, they're just so much more reliable. The way the speed depletes off the speedo, like that, is crazy. Now, like I mentioned in the install, I was lucky enough, I got the brakes checked, and the boys reckon that I've got another set of pads in them at least before I have to change the discs. So that saved me about 570 quid or whatever the discs go for in these at the moment, which is a result in itself. But the fact that I think these were 146 quid for obviously a pair, night and day difference, genuinely. Already I can feel a massive difference in the initial bite, but also just how quickly the thing actually now stops. Now on the brake dust front, I'll have to report back because, like I say, I've only been driving around for an hour or so, and with the whole bedding in thing, I think it'll make a bit more of a mess than it normally would, I think, when they're bed in. So I'll have to report back on my socials or something about with an update on how much brake dust these things give out. But it can't be any worse than the ones I was using. They were horrendous. So there's no point in this video going on any longer than it needs to, really. Quick summary of what I think so far. Initial bite, way better. Actual braking power, way better. Brake dust, to be confirmed, because like I said, I've only been driving for an hour or so I don't know the sort of how much these pads will emit, but I'll keep you guys notified on the socials and all that stuff as I normally do. So guys, I'm going to keep this one short. I'm going to end the video there. If you enjoy this content, as per usual, make sure you leave it a like rating, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and ring the bell notification to find your way back. Any future content, more Meg stuff coming soon, a couple of little videos in mind to do with the Meg, but also keep an eye out for other sort of content as well, because I'm trying to branch out and do not just Renault Sport content. So if you do see my videos come up, make sure you give it a watch, because you might enjoy it even though it's not the Renault stuff. So catch you in the next one. Peace.